Scott's getting the new stove in here for me. I'm going to repaint all these cabinets. So I got all the fronts off, the bottom anyways. I'm gonna paint the green, white, and the cabinets themselves a bluish or something to match that rug over there. It's pretty fabulous. Anyways, so yeah, took all the doors off. I took all the hardware off and put it all in this little bag right here. And already gotten the rough sand on them done. And I had to take off those little wooden pieces around the underneath the handles. We initially put those on because the wood that we used for the cabinet doors is only 1/2 inch, and that's not the standard. That's not what you normally use. You usually use 3/4, and so that makes like all the doorknobs and everything fit. So these little pieces right here have to all come off. They've been painted over once or twice, and I don't know. And then the door fronts were put on with besides all the way through the handles. Some of them Scott just quick nailed on there, so these all have to come off so I could get them off. So they're kind of stubborn, so I pounded them through, and they're bending, whatever, but I pounded them through from this side. And they were bending and giving me a hard time. Anyways, I'll just take them out with a needle nose from here, you know. It'll be fine. And then I'll just have to fill in the holes, do a rough sand, and then do a fine sand on it. Then I'm going to paint it once, let it dry really good, do a fine sand on it again, and then I'll paint it twice, and it should be good to go. So then I just have to, and I've just been using a flathead, and I can't do this and film at the same time. So, but essentially it's just digging it out, and they'll look like this. And I just sand it over, like I said, with the rough sand paper. There's all the ones I took off. Okay, alright, gonna keep working. Okay, then I used a spatula and the famous one time and filled in where it was needed around the gouges, some of the gouges and stuff, and other imperfections in that wood in all the pieces. In this one, maybe. And then I'm going to do a fine sand on it. So I just took the piece that was in there on the sander, matched it, and cut up another piece. And, you know, just finding everything around here is always an event. This is what you get when you got, like, you know, 3 people doing 16 projects all at the same time. And we have plenty of tools, and they're just everywhere though. So, you know, when you need something, good Lord, it's always an event. Alright, okay. I'm stopping whining and putting my stuff back together. Okay, gonna do this, and then I'm gonna sand all these fine pieces, then I'm finally going to put the first coat of paint on there. So excited to do that! Okay, I guess I missed one spot. So it'll be interesting trying to do this and film. But it's pretty easy, as you can tell. I'm not filling up the hole because I gotta be able to find that again. I mean the hole for the handle. just hoping that it'll make it a nice, smooth appearance also. This stuff doesn't shrink. You know, like drywall mud does. It doesn't do that. And it's sandable in just a little bit, so that's it. Okay. Okay. I wiped them all down after we sanded them. The fine sand wiped them all down with just some wet wipes, and I think they're pretty much ready to paint. Yes, it was green when it first went in there. It was painted green. Somewhere in one of the videos probably see that. Then I painted them partially white. And I decided I didn't like these things, so they came off, but I don't know. Now they're ready to paint their first coat anyways, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully I like this color. This is the paint I'm using. It's supposed to be cabinet paint. I just wrote on there so I wouldn't forget. Just got a little bit. Using a little tiny roller to try and have better control. And yeah, I don't know. I like the color so far, but we'll see. Oh, it paints on too, I don't know. I think that is the roller. Not having used it yet. Oh, man, oh man. Not sure this is gonna work. Oh boy, oh boy. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna go back to two hands. Not that that's gonna help any, that's for sure. Alright. Oops, can't see. Here we go. I have two coats of white on all the way around. Took the doors off and everything. All the two coats of white on. This looks like it's always been here. Going to absolutely love that. So excited about the stove. My finger out of the way. Rust-Oleum satin blossom white. So I don't know. It was only $10, so way better than the, I don't know, 17 bucks I paid for this stuff. Light rain going on, so I had to move everything indoors. So I got a light sanding on this. I just need a final coat of paint, and I'm gonna let it dry overnight, and Scott's gonna put all this together tomorrow. And I have other responsibilities to do tomorrow, so hopefully he will film it, or I guess it's not a big deal. They just go back on how they came off, but if nothing else, we'll film it once it's up there. So still liking the color. I'll have to see what it looks like when it's done inside the bus. It's been so ridiculously hot. Thank God for air conditioning. I had to come out and start the air conditioner, so sorry for the noise, but it's just gonna have to happen. At any rate, I'm so excited. This is the cabinet doors are all on. Below here, what we ended up doing was just buying some little washers to add onto the back of the screw, behind the screw head. And that was, I had to put two of them on there, but that was enough because of the thickness of this. It's only 1/2 inch to make the knob fit. We could have looked for different screws, shorter screws, but it was just easier to get the washers, just because, you know, you had to have the old screw to figure out which to buy a shorter one. At any rate, okay, cleared all this crap out. Gonna finish the upper cupboards the same way as the lower, which I've already done. Got this all painted, and they're just kind of laying around here now waiting to be put on. But it was so humid outside they weren't really drying, so I had to bring them in the bus. Could have brought them in the house too, I guess, but I'm supposed to be leaving. This is such a mess in here too, but I'm supposed to be leaving tomorrow on another camping trip, but a lot of work has to be finished up this morning. Plus, then I gotta clean everything, so we'll see. But how that all goes. We got this last piece back here. We happened to find a 9-foot piece, which was difficult in itself. Almost everything comes as 8-footers, as I'm sure you all know. Anyways, so then we put a little, can't probably really see it, but we put a bevel on the edge here, so it wasn't just a square. Just painted it. That's just got to be put into place yet. It's almost as far down as it'll go. Scott's going to come out and help me do that in a bit. And we're going to put on the cupboard doors in a bit too. I also cut a board for this shelf to separate this whole closet here. It's just to make it more functional for us, because we weren't really the few things that I had hanging I put over and beside my bed, just because that's worked, and the new shelving that we put around the bedroom in there, which is done. I'm sure I showed you that in another video too, but I'm tickled pink about how this is all turned out too. It's very nice. Looks clean, looks finished finally. Oh, I'm living with that for a year and a half, so still haven't gotten the the shade for here yet, but it'll get here after we're gone, I think, on the camping trip. Finished up all this trim around here. I did a little work on that too. I showed you earlier, I'm sure, with the Insta trim it was called, and I don't know. I guess it's hanging in there. I'm just not really tickled pink how it looks when they're joined down there, but I don't know. It looks better and more finished than what it did too. So we're getting there. I'm excited about this. But this is the basket for dirty clothes that's going to ride here, and then up here is going to be just more room for all this crap that I took out of there that's now just hanging out in the shower. So just trying to get more organized. Yeah, so I cut this board. I think I just cut it 24 by 24. Added this lip in here just so things won't fall off. Hopefully we'll figure out. And these are all just spindles, old spindles that we removed from the home deck when we replaced all that stuff. But I did this because this wall is too thin to try and nail into this way, and I didn't want to have, you know, screw marks on this wall. And then again, same thing. This is just a 1/4 inch board here that's just separating between the pantry and this area. So I just put these up on little stilts more or less, and it did secure them to, there is a 2x4 down here, so it's secured down here. It's secured in the back in that corner, and back over there there is stuff against the wall here. So yeah, it was simple and quick and easy peasy, and I think it'll work well for us. So it's a shelving piece I bought for support between the upper shelves and the countertop. We put that in first before we put the door handles back on the upper cabinets. Bought this decorative trim. This is unpainted. It's painted, it's drying. Just to finish a few things off. hammer right there. To notch out that bottom corner though. Ooh. Yeehaw, cupboard doors are on, the handles are back on. It was a struggle. I had to watch some of these off here. Slipped with the drill. I'll just fill those little boogers with one time, you know, I'm famous. I think I have to paint the end of this. Something. Getting there. Alrighty. Yeah. Got the bus cleaned up. Got the cabinets all back together. Totally loving how this is working. Put in the support between the two cabinets because not really much to hook to up there, so we're hoping this will help a lot. Took out the microwave for this trip just to see, you know, a lot of times we don't use it anyways. We'll see how it goes. We're only going to be gone 5 days, so. But anyways, totally loving how everything's turning out here. Got the bus all ready to go. We're leaving this morning, so yeah. Let's see how it goes.